Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Janet Crescent.
And I'm Justin Riley, and we are here at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas here on South Stoughton Road. But we're not sticking around here. We're going to head up to Castle Rock Lake to the Stay Spa for our third trip up there, and we're going to check out some of the amenities up there. It's a really cool place. It's owned by the Bachmans, and if you haven't seen this place, you'll want to stick around to the end of the program because it's really neat.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how many whirlpools they have in there, but it's a great getaway when you don't have a lot of time to get away. You can get away, you can stay, you can get all the things that you would get at a spa, like massages, whirlpools, steam. They have a cold plunge as well.
Eucalyptus steam room they have up there too.
And if you're an outdoorsy type of person, they have, it's right on the lake, so.
Right, yeah.
Trails, snowmobiling,
Yep.
well, maybe not anymore this time of year, but.
Yeah, open year round though, and just a great place. It's we had so much fun going up there. So we'll talk with Fred and Kyle later on in the program.
We're also going to meet someone that is from Madison House Buyers.
Madison House Buyers, MadisonHouseBuyers.com. It's pretty interesting business because they buy homes that are in distress and flip them. I mean, it doesn't sound like anything that we haven't heard about before, but the way Matt described it is very fascinating, and he's got a lot of good stories to tell. So Matt Rocket is going to join us later on in the program.
Very interesting and great before and after stories and pictures too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Swimming for our kids. It's always that time of year, really,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, really. I mean, it's never a bad time to get your kids swimming lessons, and as young as they are, they start at Little Stroke Swim Academy. They start kids as young as 6 months old, I believe. So maybe even younger, maybe even 4 months, I believe.
I think younger than that.
I think it's 4 months.
The little babies that they have always amaze me.
Yeah.
We're going to speak with Bill Teagham. He's the owner and an instructor there too.
Yep, good stuff. So you'll want to stick around for Wisconsin Family right after the break. Stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're at Bachman's Pools, Spas, and Saunas, and we might even be talking about some saunas today with the owners Fred and Kaya.
I might get one.
Yeah,
There you go. All right.
it's the season.
That's why we bring people in here.
But right now we're talking swimming, and our next guest founded his business on the idea that kids' lessons in swimming could be better. This is Bill Teagham from Little Stroke Swim Academy.
Thanks.
Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me again.
You bet. Before we talk about swimming and what's going on over at the pool, you have 3 little girls. How was Halloween?
It was awesome. Cold,
Yeah.
but at least not rainy. That's good.
Yeah, it
you
wasn't
know?
raining or snowing
Yeah,
this year.
yeah, it was tolerable, so that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and one of our stops even had some whiskey cider for me, so hey, that was good.
Hey, Daddy gets to go trick-or-treating too. All right.
Yeah.
Were they 3 little princesses?
No, well, Molly was a vampire queen, my oldest.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Sally, the little one, was a pumpkin, and Lucy, she was Pinkie Pie, one of the My Little Ponies. So,
Oh,
yeah,
adorable.
The whole gamut there.
That is
Oh yeah,
adorable.
yep, good array. of
Very
everything.
cool. So speaking of kids, what sorts of things are going on with your kids and with kids at Little Strokes?
Yeah, geez, busy as usual. Fall soccer just got done with, so now of course we're starting indoor soccer with the little ones, with our 2 oldest actually, and that's going really well. Molly just started doing swim team at Little Strokes, and so that's keeping her busy on Friday nights and wearing her out and allowing us to sleep a little bit better too, so that's good.
There you go.
They're all in swim lessons, of course, and
Sure.
yeah, we're busy running around. Finally in the full swing of things with school. I think we're in that
Sure.
mode now, finally.
Yeah, hitting your groove.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's good.
So your new pool is just a little over a year old,
Yeah.
right? And so what else is new? You've been kind of getting into the groove.
Yeah, no, we're finally able to kind of hit cruise control a little bit. We're in a good groove. We have a lot of great instructors. We did have a little hiccup this fall. Well, not a hiccup, but 2 of our female instructors just got pregnant, and so they're going to be moving on with doing more family stuff, and so we're actually looking for instructors now. So that's kind of our new mode, is we're in hiring mode a little bit,
So folks watching out
Yeah,
there can,
absolutely.
can reach
definitely
out.
hiring for instructors and office staff and lifeguards. I mean, we really need it all at this point. I hear that it's a tough hiring market out there because I mean everybody seems to be hiring these days, which is a great problem for the society as a whole, but not so great of a problem when you're looking for people.
Not when you're the one who's looking for people.
But hey, I might have to get wet a little bit more often in the week or something.
And you can tell I'm not a pool person because when you say lifeguards, I'm like, oh yeah. I think of that as kind of a summer job.
Yeah, yeah, no, we're all year round for sure. The on-deck lifeguard position is not required by law or anything, but it just gives me peace of mind to have somebody up there too. That extra set of eyes in the pool is always good, and so I don't have to shout no running to kids and interrupt my lesson. That the on-deck lifeguard can do it, because that kind of thing just makes things run a little bit more smoothly.
Absolutely, it's a good insurance policy to have.
Oh, without a
sure.
doubt, without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. So you since moving to the new location, you've started a water aerobics class. How's that going?
Yeah. We just hired a new aerobics instructor, Tammy Greiber, who has been kind of the fitness guru down at the Wanakee Village Center for a long time, and she does a lot of personal training too. Actually met up with her at the Quick Trip the other day, and I was like, hey, are you interested in water aerobics? Because we've been without a water aerobics instructor now for a couple months, and so now we just got it back up and running again, Mondays and Thursdays at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's kind of come one, come all. Most of the people attending have been seniors, but
it's open to anyone, though.
Yep.
Is that the kind of thing where people can pay as they go, or do you buy a package?
Yeah, they can definitely come in for just 1 or 2 classes if they want to, or they can buy a punch card with 10 punches on it, so they
get a better deal.
Yep, exactly.
Kind of a thing.
Yep.
All right. So we covered that you're hiring. You're looking for instructors, lifeguards, and even some office help.
Yep, we're doing it all. Yep,
And
for sure.
competitive swimming is usually the prerequisite for if you're hiring. If you want to be an instructor.
for sure. All of our instructors are swimmers from day one. I mean, they all have to be swimmers, competitive swimmers. So they have that knowledge of all 4 strokes. That's super important. It allows me to kind of teach them how to teach the kids, how to relate to little ones. I mean, some of them have coaching experience coaching older kids, but they don't have a whole lot of experience coaching the younger ones. Some of them do come in with younger kid experience, but then they don't have the experience with the upper level strokes. So I have to kind of have a little balancing act there to try to figure out how to tailor their training to make it most appropriate for each person.
And that really is what sets your business apart from other swim schools, is you're teaching competitive strokes from day one, which some parents might think, well, I don't think that my 3-year-old's ready for that, but they really are. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot to...
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And even younger than that, I mean, our little babies, we have some really impressive little babies that are learning to roll by themselves, and you see all those internet videos online of, babies rolling over, like that stuff, it's legit. I mean, they can swim at young ages. So.
That's awesome.
When is the next registration?
We are about to start here 2 Mondays from now, so I don't know the date, but...
Middle of November.
Sorry, that's bad of me, but yeah. Yeah.
All right, so folks are looking to register their child. Take a look at your website, give you a call.
For sure.
Or water aerobics.
For sure,
Or
littlestrokes.com,
if you want to fill some of those positions at your
Yes, please.
All righty. Bill Deegum is with Little Stroke Swim Academy. They're out in Wanakee. And we're at Bachman's Pools, Spas, and Saunas. We'll be right back.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at Bachman's Pools, Spas, and Saunas, but we're going to take a trip up to the Stay Spa Resort at Castle Rock Lake later on in the program, so you'll want to stick around for that. Right now, real estate season is already upon us. It's kind of hard to believe there, and I'm so excited to talk to our next guest. This is Matt Rocket from Madison House Buyers. How are you, Matt?
Good, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on today. So give us the basics. What does Madison House Buyers do?
So Madison House Buyers is an alternative for people looking to sell their house the non-traditional route.
Okay.
So obviously most people work with a realtor. We're a solution to buy the home directly from the homeowner. So something a little different.
Okay, so you don't work with an intermediary. You just go up and you talk to the people directly, the owners directly.
Yeah, so if somebody wanted to sell their house, they would reach out to us. We'd set an appointment to come out and look at their house and make them an offer based on the market conditions and the condition of their home.
Wow, that's incredible.
So the sellers are contacting you directly?
Yeah, they can either reach us on any of our social media platforms, find us online, or we do a lot of marketing as well. So.
And why would they choose that option over a real estate agent?
It would depend on their situation. Some homes aren't traditionally financeable, so it's hard for a realtor to sell that house. And sometimes there's houses that are in really bad disrepair or full of things. We can take care of all of those solutions and make it really easy for somebody to sell a house that's maybe not in the greatest of condition or shape.
That's a bigger step than just staging a couple rooms.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. We try to work with
So how do you, when you're making somebody an offer, how do you value their property? How do you determine what it's worth?
So we'll look at current market conditions. We'll go out and look at similar homes that have sold once they were completely renovated and move-in ready for like a first-time home buyer. And then we got to look at our costs to renovate the property and bring it back to life. So we kind of work backwards from that and determine a price. So.
Sure. Yeah. So is it kind of like you're flipping houses then? Is that basically what you're doing?
Essentially, yes. Yep. Taking an old house that's been neglected and making it amazing again.
That's so much fun. I mean, I always say to my wife, I'd love to move into a house so that we can flip it. I'd learn so much. And she's like, you don't even like hanging up pictures on the walls. Give me a break. So
it's quite the learning curve, yeah.
Right, yeah. So we're glad that we have someone like you to do that. So how long have you been in the business?
So me and my partner have been doing this for about 6 years now. He's actually been doing it quite a bit longer, but yeah, we've been in the Madison area for about 5 years now.
And how did you get started doing this?
Passion. I've always had an interest in the shows that you see on TV, and basically that kind of led me down the route to my first property, and now it's grown into an actual business where we help quite a few people every year. So.
Wow.
Well, Justin said that sounds fun. I'm sure it's a lot of work, but it's very satisfying.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but very satisfying to see the end result and then see somebody that comes along and buys it and gets a great house to move into. So.
The befores and afters. We all love a good before and after.
Absolutely, and hopefully you're seeing some pictures of that right now. What is, I'm going to throw you a little bit of a curveball here, Matt, but what would you say is a recent house that you've bought, renovated, and sold that's just been kind of a favorite that you've been extra proud of?
So we actually had a really nice one on the west side of Madison in a neighborhood that you would have never expected a house to be in disrepair. It was actually vacant for about 8 years, I believe it was.
Wow.
In really, really poor condition, and I think our renovation for that one was somewhere like around $190,000. But now it's a beautiful 3,500 square foot house.
Wow.
It sold in a couple days in the market that we're having, and somebody I'm sure is very happy with it now. So.
Sold in a couple days.
Yeah.
That's not the one on your website?
It might be. We got quite a few on there. I'm not sure exactly which one would be on the front page of the website. But.
Okay. I did see some pictures of a before and after. It looked like you even did external, I think different siding on the outside and even a little landscaping. It looked like you got rid of some of that.
Yeah, we typically update all the mechanicals, windows, roof, siding, and then the whole inside.
Insulation was torn out, right?
Yeah, completely tore down to nothing. So yeah, it's quite a process, but a lot of fun.
Do you do some of that work yourself?
I don't. I used to, but now as we've grown our business and we have more and more projects going, time is of the essence. So we spend a lot more time letting people that are specific in that trade do that than us. So.
Have you ever had to just completely change the floor plan of a house, like just knock down all the walls and just kind of start from an empty shell?
Sure, absolutely. That's one of the best things that we do. That's how we add value is opening kitchens up and kind of going with that open concept. And sometimes we get houses that have little tiny kitchens and we try to make them bigger. And
yeah.
That is the trend these days.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So if homeowners that are considering selling, how do they get a hold of you? What's the best way?
I would say the best way would probably be our website, MadisonHouseBuyers.com. Otherwise, we have a direct line that they can call. It's a 24-hour line, and that's 608-535-9008.
And would they be working with you directly, or are you a partner, or both?
They would be working with me directly to have me come out and take a look at the house initially. And then my partner kind of will take over for coordinating closing and all of that side of things. So.
And what area do you serve?
Pretty much all of Dane County. I would say mostly in Madison, but we go out as far as to the edge of Dane County. So.
And is there a size like small to large, just anything in between?
Anything that needs some love.
No house too small, no house too big. Matt Rocket from Madison House Buyers, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
We'll have to have you back. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up after the break, so stick around. Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We've made the trip up to Castle Rock Lake just kind of between Mauston and Wisconsin Dells. And we're at the Stay Spa, and we're joined by Fred and Kaya Bachman, owners at Bachman Pool Spas and Saunas, and also owners of the Stay Spa. Thanks for having us up here, guys.
Thanks for coming.
This is our third month coming up here now, and I just love it because, number one, you can't see this at home, but my back is up against a really nice, warm, toasty fireplace here in the Master Suite, the Grand Master Suite. So for those of our viewers maybe who haven't seen earlier segments where you've talked about the Stay Spa, where we've been here, give us a little bit of a background of what the Stay Spa is and what inspired you to create this.
Well, you know, Kai and I have traveled before. We got talked into going to a day spa.
Who did that?
She talked me into it. And I know for a guy to go to a day spa, probably not the most manly thing, but I have to admit I kind of liked it.
Right?
There we go.
So we ended up building a condo up here, and we wanted to make something really unique in central Wisconsin. And so this place, we came up with the design together and we're hot tub people, right?
Right, of course,
We
of
like
course.
hot tubs. We like spas. That's probably why I got talked into it.
Yeah.
So we have a place here that has all the amenities of a day spa, but you get to stay because you got these great master suites overlooking 9 miles of Castle Rock Lake.
Wow, wow. And I think in one of the earlier segments we did, my eyes were kind of caught by the view of the lake right outside the patio. I mean, the whole, I guess, which way are we facing here anyway?
That's north.
This is north.
Yeah.
So the entire north is, has huge patio doors that are just facing right out to the lake. It's gorgeous.
And you've commented how great it is to wake up to the sunrise.
Oh, absolutely. You wake up in the morning, watch the sunrise, you hear the lake, have your cup of coffee. It's beautiful.
What you can't see is not only the windows that we're looking through, but there's a deck right outside the bedroom here. And on the deck is yet another hot tub. How many are in this establishment?
Well, 4.
If you can
Five if you count the cold plunge. So there's a cold plunge, a eucalyptus steam suite, and then a big 10-foot diameter commercial style hot tub in the spa room
For the whole group.
for the whole group. Yeah,
Yep.
And that's downstairs. And then there's whirlpool bathtubs. There's one right behind the fireplace there, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And there's one in the other master suite.
Yeah.
And then of course a hot spring spa outside on the
course.
deck. Yeah, right.
Of course, you gotta have that. You gotta have that. So, talk to us a little bit. You mentioned the eucalyptus steam room. Talk to us a little bit about some of the things that people can find and enjoy, the way they can get pampered when they come here.
Between massages, facials, manicures, pedicures, the steam suite allows you to have a eucalyptus treatment. There's also a mud bath next to it with a nice shower that you can just kind of rub a nice exfoliant on
Sure.
you. So you're going to get that whole spa treatment.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine that just is so refreshing to come out of that
Absolutely.
steam room for the first time after
It
you've
is.
done all that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And not have to get in the car and drive home.
Right.
The unique thing is that all the amenities are within this one 5,000 square foot unit, plus a 2-car garage. And when I say you get this, the spa room, it actually is for your exclusive private use the
Right.
whole time you stay here.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody else is coming and using it. It's
Right.
just yours.
Yeah, that's incredible.
One of the neat things that we've learned too about this place is it's good all year long. So in the winter, like right now, you've got the snowmobiling, maybe cross-country skiing, even snowshoeing, hiking, that kind of thing. Obviously, staying indoors is good too. You've got the entertainment center downstairs, a full gourmet kitchen. But
Kitchen is huge. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it really is. But then in the summer, there's a beach right next door. So all kinds of water sports, of course, the lake. So many options to get you all throughout the year.
Yeah, one thing we didn't mention too is when you are going out, there's a restaurant right in walking distance here, right on the property. There's also restaurants around the lake. If you're boating, you can get to them that way too. So there's just a lot to do.
And you mentioned shopping. If a girls' night or girls' weekend kind
Sure.
of thing came, you could also go. What's the name of the mall?
Tanger Outlet at the Dells. It's a 25 minute drive.
Wow, lots of stuff to do here. And, the thing that amazes me, is just the size of this one of 2 master suites, this being the Grand Master Suite. Tell us a little bit about the space that we're in right now.
Well, this one is facing northwest,
Sure.
so you get a little bit of the sunset.
Okay.
And when you look that way, you get the sunrise in the morning. One thing I really like about it, Kaya likes to sleep a little warmer than I do. I like
Yeah.
fresh air. So the way we positioned this bedroom is with the bed there and the fireplace there. She sleeps on that side, and I sleep on that side with the window cracked above the headboard and the patio door open that goes out towards the lake, and you can hear the lake, you know, against the shore. It almost sounds like an ocean. It's a big lake.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get the fresh air. She gets to stay warm, and
Everybody's happy.
everybody's happy. Oh, we gotta talk about the mattress. I'll let you talk about the mattress.
Oh, the mattresses. I know. I've kind of put a little teaser out there the last couple times we've been up here, but you're not going to get a better night's sleep. I don't even have these mattresses at home. And that's the one thing everybody always says, why do you guys like coming up there? I like to come up here to sleep. It's amazing.
It's relaxing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you get the best of both worlds with your sleeping arrangement, but I love what's actually behind Justin. The same fireplace you were just talking about is also dual side to the whirlpool tub.
Yep.
So when else can you really have a whirlpool tub and a fireplace? I would think you'd have to choose, and you don't have to choose.
That's cool. And this is just one of 2 master suites. So is the other one similar to this one?
The other one has the same whirlpool bathtub.
Okay.
And it has a fireplace, but it's not adjacent to the whirlpool tub. But there is a fireplace in the other master suite as well.
And let's talk about the kids' bedroom. You have a bedroom dedicated toward just kids.
There's a bunk bed in there that I'll sleep to. There's a full queen size bed, and then there's a futon that you can pull out, so you can get, you know, a good sized kids in there.
5 to 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6 kids in there. There's a PlayStation in there. There's a lock on the outside, so if you want to lock them in there. But it's a good place for kids to kind of go to when the adults are just hanging out. So
We've talked about the variety of groups that come here. It could be families, like you were just saying, with the kids, or it could be the guys coming to the snowmobile, or the girls coming for a girls' weekend, or Christmas parties and Thanksgiving, and so much more. I think that's really fantastic.
Before we go, really quick, we got about a minute left here, but I want to make sure our viewers understand how they can reserve their spots here if they want to reserve a couple of nights, and also how far in advance are they going to need to plan? Because we're talking, I mean, it's March right now, so how far in advance do they really need to be planning?
Well, at this point, the summer is getting pretty well booked up. But there are still some good dates available. Weekends in the fall, and still some available in the spring.
Sure.
We get a lot of repeat customers for women's retreats. They come up on the weekend, take advantage of the lower rates for the spring and fall. Sure. But if you go to stayspa.com, the availability calendar there is real time, so you can make your reservation right there online. It's a secured site, and it'll automatically fill the calendar, reserve those dates for you.
Awesome.
So the slower times are spring and fall?
Yes.
And then midweek, if
Yes.
you're looking for a more affordable option.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
tell me your slogan.
Oh, our slogan, why go for a day when you deserve to stay?
Ooh, I love it.
I think we want to
love
stay.
it. I think we're going to stay here for a while. So, well, Fred and Kaya, thank you so much for having us up here. It's been a blast.
Thanks.
And thank you to all of our viewers and our guests. We're at Wisconsin Family, and we'll see you next time.
The beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to fight?